I found something out recently, and I'm gonna say a word, and if it's a bad word, it's on Sophie because she said I can say it out loud. It's the G word. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sen.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of... I forgot what this is called.
It doesn't have a name. It's just the ones where you've played an indie horror game and you decide that I can't play it, but we have to review it together, so you write a script for me to just repeat.
Welcome to Snack Covenant, the new F-series. And today we're going to talk about the Dead Letter Department.
I don't know anything about it.
Now, Sophie?
Yes, Sen?
I sent you a link.
You did.
You may open it now.
I'm not allowed to look at the script or play the game beforehand.
Do you see where it says text 1, text 2, and text 3?
Yes.
May you please read those?
Are these like... Who's saying these? Are these
You just read
or...
this! You just read... You
okay.
Follow instructions!
Text 1. A very loud thunder, I thought it was a storm. I raised my arms in front of me. I had to touch my face. I thought I didn't have it anymore. Text 2. Hello from the Bahamas. I have sunblock in my eyes and it stings. Also realized I greatly dislike the sun and sand. That's a move. And relaxing. Sending some... Is it... Is that am relaxing or and relaxing?
I don't remember. Just read.
Is it I realized I greatly dislike the sun and sand and relaxing? Or is it I greatly dislike the sun and sand am relaxing?
I think it says and, whatever, they're relaxing, Sophie. Just keep reading. Okay. Just keep reading.
And relaxing. Sending some your way and away from me. Some what?
Why are you being like my mother? She can't follow instructions either.
Because what happens quite frequently in these.
And she'll start trying to explain it to me, and then she'll be like, I know how to do it. And I'm like, no, you don't. Just follow the instructions. Yeah. Read the text number 3. Read text number 3, mother.
Dear Santa Claus, I saw you looking in my window the other day. Please come inside next time.
Now, Sophie, based on this information, tell me what you think the game is.
I just want to say that, we've done more than one of these, and you will, of course, remember the case of the ethical donuts, where you transcribe something from the game, but you make a mistake. And I don't know if that's you or that's the game, okay? That's why I'm asking you.
Now answer the question. Based on this information, what do you think the game is?
I think the game is about reading letters, and eventually the letters will coalesce into some sort of, creepy story.
Very interesting. Okay, thank you, Sophie. Now, I'd like you to scroll down a little bit to the part where it says Sophie speaks and read this paragraph.
Hey, everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most unsettling indie horror experiences you can play, Dead Letter Department. This isn't your typical jump scare fest. Instead, it's a psychological slow burn that crawls under your skin and... Did you get ChatGPT to write this?
Just read.
It's a psychological slow burn that crawls under your skin and stays there. Created by spring-loaded software, this game puts you in the shoes of a postal worker sorting mail in 1956. But trust me, this is no ordinary office job. So let's talk about what makes this game memorable. The characters, the story, the gameplay loop, and those multiple endings that will leave you questioning everything.
So, Sophie, thank you for that intro. That's very enthusiastic and that's very good. I just don't understand where you got the information about spring-loaded software. If you go on Wikipedia, it says developers are Mike Monroe, publisher is Belief Engine, composer is Mike Monroe, engine is Unity. Yep. So I don't know where you got this information. Also,
I got it from you.
Also, you say 1956. That's a little weird because for this game we use a computer. So it's at least
Yeah.
like 90s and moving forward.
So again, did you get an AI to write that?
So, what I did is I was curious if Claude AI would
Oh my
understand
fucking god!
dead letter department. So I'm like, hey, Claude, write me a little YouTube video about this game. I'm just saying, Sophie, I don't know where you came up with this information because it's not exactly correct. Now, I got a little obsessed with this game, honestly, and then I was
Mm-hmm.
taking screenshots of things, and I have like 500 screenshots. Please read what I just sent you via Discord.
OCR AI will always attempt to process the mail first before you see it, and when it comes across information it can't read or understand, that's where you'll step in and respond with what it wants to have corrected.
Okay.
Is that where you
May
got
you
the
please.
idea for this from?
Kind of. We'll keep reading. There's a
Kind of.
second letter.
Okay. If OCRAI still isn't able to understand what you typed in or has reason to believe an error was made, it may flag the letters for reprocessing by you. We look forward to seeing how OCRAI will develop further. With your help, we'll be able to give the Postal Service a chance to catch up on its intense demands and maybe take a break.
So basically, this game is you, the protagonist, you do data entry in order to
Yeah,
help ORCAI deliver basically lost letters. Most of the
right.
letters the AI can read, but whatever it can't read, it asks you for help with.
Okay.
So this game is like a work simulator where you literally just do data entry for a few hours. When you start the game, it actually gives you some tips. It tells you like most letters can still be delivered. You're just helping the AI. Capitalization is not a priority. There's actually auto suggested recommendations. And if you make errors and the system's like, okay, what you typed is really wrong, it will ask you to reprocess it. It's like, it's really, really legit. Okay.
Okay.
So now, Sophie, may
Yeah.
you please scroll down a little further where it says you, the silent protagonist.
You play as a new employee at the Dead Letter Department, the place where undeliverable mail ends up. You're never named, never speak, and honestly, that's perfect for this game. Your anonymity makes you the perfect lens through which we experience this nightmare.
So, I have a couple of issues with that, Sophie, aka Claude, who actually wrote this. That is because it's not necessarily the way you describe it. So, when the game
I'm
starts,
sorry. So basically, you've constructed this whole thing as an excuse to correct me. That's what's happened.
like,
This
yeah,
is your
yeah,
obsession
yeah.
with getting one over everyone in your life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. How did you? Yeah.
The
Thank
problem
you,
is you
Sophie.
kind of played yourself by admitting that you can't do that unless you... No, but this is like when you're saying, "Oh, my boyfriend went," and I just and I proved to him that he was wrong, and then it turns out he didn't say that. You've taken this to the next logical level, which is that you're writing a script for someone else to say to you so they can't deny having said the thing you want them to say.
It will hold up in court. So, when the game starts, you see like somebody either
Okay.
driving or on a bus, like a road,
Mm-hmm.
like very like Lost Highway. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and the game prompts you to create a letter to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And the letter only has like, I don't know, 8 lines, and you can pick the lines. You can start with like,
Right.
who is it addressed to? Mom, dad, dear love, dear asshole. And every line has options. You can say like, I'm in this great city and things are going great. Or you're like, or I hate this place. And next line is like, I got this job, or I hate this job that I got. And basically you construct a whole little letter to someone and you can control the tone of it. And at the end, it asks you to input a name. So you kind of have a name and you kind of speak, but I think because this is like an indie game, maybe they would have voiced things if it was like a big
Yeah.
budget thing. I
It's a
don't know,
budget
but this
thing,
is
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
but it's really good. It's really effective. It's really great. Okay,
Okay.
so what happens next is like the protagonist wakes up. It's a first-person game. You wake up in this shoebox apartment. It's not very
Mm-hmm.
nice. You didn't unpack yet. And you like it's really really small. You have like a little bedroom with a bed, you have like a tiny bathroom, there's a fire escape you keep gravitating toward but it's closed, you don't even have a stove, your fridge is always empty. I think at some point during the game you might actually get evicted. And it's like it's not a happy game, it's not a happy picture, it's very dreadful. Even the colors are like dread. Even your apartment dread, the building's like ooh. What you are is the protagonist. The official title is data conversion operator, which is a fancy name for someone who types up stuff the computer can't read. That's what the protagonist thinks of their job. And
Yep.
their office is in the middle of nowhere. And the office itself is like in this really weird building, and the office looks like a little storage closet almost, like it's really small. There's like some empty shelves there, just a little table, a computer, and a chair. Okay, so now let me show you the computer. This is the computer you type up stuff on, and it has a very, what's the vibe called that I'm thinking of? Like a
Well, it looks like
vibe.
an old like 80s or 90s desktop.
Yeah, but no, the vibe,
Yeah.
the purple vibe. You ride in the car into the sunset.
What vaporwave?
Yes, yes. I feel
Sure.
this is very vaporwave.
All right.
Okay. And so you see, you get a letter on the computer, and in the little screen below, you type up stuff, it appears there,
Yeah.
and you submit. Okay. Now that's basically the game. You go in. There's I don't remember exactly how many days, but maybe 5 to 10 days, like shifts. Go in. It shows a bunch of letters on the computer. You literally type them up. You do a good job. Go home. Wake up the next day a little bit more depressed. Go in. Type up a bunch of letters. Go home. And but the thing
Tracks.
is with but as the time goes on, as the days go on, the letters might get a little bit more like iffy. So for example, like I showed
Right.
you a normal letter, you submit it, and then I don't know, day 2 or 3 or whatever, you'll get something like this, which is almost like a mini puzzle, or like it's just a
Oh
bunch of
yeah. Yeah.
letters and you have to figure out what they are.
Yeah. It's like a
And it
cryptogram.
looks,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
cryptogram, and you're like, okay, that's a little weird. And then at some points, oh, the thing is, the mechanic is really interesting because you can see the front and the back of the letter. So at some
Right.
point, you get a letter that looks like this, and I'd like you to describe it.
It looks like a stain, like something has happened to the envelope. But given that this is like a horror game, it sort of evokes that like maybe the letter is possessed or something, or there's some like supernatural thing going on with the letter.
Yeah, or something like this. Could you describe what this is?
Uh, this is a smudgy looking kind of photograph, and someone scratched "Let It Rot" in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at some point, there's one that looks like teeth. And what you do is
Yeah.
you kind of like, oh, let me see the back of it. You turn the letter over, back, and it's normal. So it
Mm-hmm.
seems like you kind of hallucinated whatever this was, right? And again, as time progresses, you get more of these. Sometimes the computer glitches. But the way it glitches, it's really, really scary. It like really
Right.
startles you. Sometimes you hear a noise in the back. At some point when you go for your shift, there's fog inside your building. You get little stains where like you don't see really well. You get like
Right.
nightmares. And so the game gets more and more and more weird, right? But because you're a good worker, you do your best, you do your job, and you come back every day. On one night, you have this dream where you somewhere in this like industrial, I don't know what, there's a giant chasm in front of you, and your desk is on the other side of it, your work desk. So you try to kind of maneuver yourself to the desk, get yourself to the desk, get a trophy, and it says something like "good worker" or whatever, and you're really happy about it. You're like, I did good. Um,
Is
so
this
you
like
do
an
that.
actual physical trophy in the game world, or is it a trophy that pops up because you accomplished something in a video game?
Oh, it's a accomplishment,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, like an in-game trophy. I don't think the game
Right.
gave
Okay.
you
Yeah.
like a real trophy. Yeah, and then so you do your thing, and at some point, during those days, the power goes out, and that's really really
Right.
scary because everything just goes black, and it's just your computer in front of you. And I'm pretty sure you start also seeing things at the corner of your eye. I don't know if it's part of the game. When I started seeing things because it's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the power goes out, you're in a generator. And when you're a generator, there's a countdown. So you only have like 5 or 8 minutes to enter the rest of your letters. And you're like, oh my God. So it's extra stressful. So you got to type, 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 enter them. And sometimes the letters are not necessarily clear. Like the writing is cursive or not clear, so you'll make a mistake. You have to try again and again and again. And there's a countdown, and it's really stressful. And I think that happens twice in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you continue, you do your job. You're like, I'm a good worker. I will get this game done. I will do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you show up to work one day and you see something like this. I'm gonna send you a screenshot, and I'd like you to
Okay.
describe what you see.
This looks like the computer has glitched. There's like a whole lot of kind of junk data that is obscuring the writing. It actually kind of looks like a captcha, like when they're trying to be like, click all of the squares that contain letters. It looks a bit like that. And it
Yeah.
says, looks outside your window in the middle of the night toward the street lamp, expecting to see someone or something standing and staring back. And then around the monitor, like the monitor is sort of duplicated and reflected like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, it's a little unsettling. So this is kind of like the final boss where you get more and more unsettling letters like that. But then what do you see in the next picture? If there's something that's a little extra happening there.
There's hands coming out and grabbing the monitor.
Yeah, so as the time goes on and you're trying to do your data entry on letters that you can't even read, hands start appearing, like little, Sadako hands or whatever. Just like it's
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really creepy and it's unsettling. And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God, what is happening? And I gotta make it on time. And anyway, you beat the final boss. You enter your thing on time. You did it. What happens then?
Is this something you sent me or is it something you've written
No,
down?
no, I'm just thinking, what do you think happens then?
Well, it's a horror game, so I assume it's not over and there's some horrible twist.
You get the bad ending.
Oh.
There's two possible well, in this case, you can get the bad
Yep.
ending if you
Yep.
enter all the data on time and you win, you get the bad
Yep.
ending.
Yep.
What do you think happens if in this moment you don't enter all the data on time?
The hands grab you and pull you
You
somewhere.
also get the bad ending.
Okay.
Do you
So it's like my
okay.
real life experience in data entry. Because I was led to believe at the end of that the doctorate I was working toward would allow me to get a
Yeah.
better job. But not only did it not allow me to get a better job, they wouldn't let me do data entry again because I was overqualified.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah,
very effective game. And
yeah.
I was disappointed. Like I actually really liked the game. I really liked the mechanic of data entry.
Mm-hmm.
I got obsessed with it. I love working simulators, and the
Yeah.
vibe was good. The music was actually really good. It's really like not overpowering and settling. The sound design is
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of jump scares out of little things. The atmosphere, the
Mm-hmm.
artistic direction, like the game is literally like perfect. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I felt a little disappointed because I'm like, I was a good worker. I traversed the chasm.
Yeah.
All I can get is a bad ending. I
Mm-hmm.
guess okay, no game is perfect. I guess. And what I did then is
What about
what I did
Elden
after.
Ring?
Oh, this is much better than Elden Ring. I swear to God, I could
Okay.
get like 10 of these for one Elden Ring, and it would be a better investment.
I know. I know.
So what I did is I went to Google and I'm like, well, what did other people feel about this ending? Because maybe I'm just not getting
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I found out?
There's more than one ending.
There's more than one ending.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that was hinted at when you said the bad ending.
But Sophie, and when I was reading it, my brain was not comprehending. I'm like, why? I entered the data pretty much perfectly. I got experience.
Mm-hmm.
The letters, let's say they're in the dead letter department because they were never
Mm-hmm.
delivered. You enter the right address, they will get delivered where they're meant to go, even if it's weeks or years later. I did my
Yeah.
job. How did I get
Yeah.
the bad ending? And I'm pretty sure my manager praised me at some point for my good work. I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe I imagined it, but Do you know how you get the better endings?
Is it that some of the letters are like they're responsible for summoning this being, so if you direct them to the wrong person or you don't direct them, then they don't get sent there and the thing doesn't appear?
You're very, very, very close.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
one
Well,
thing
let's
you
see what
might.
the AI thinks.
Oh, I don't think I have
No,
that
we're not
yet.
going. No, I was being sarcastic. Good.
so, um, so the thing is, and that's something you can actually miss. When you're in your little apartment in the beginning, you have letters on the desk, on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And you click them, and that's like the stuff I made you read where they explain the AI. There's
Mm-hmm.
another letter on the kitchen table. Do
Mm-hmm.
you know what that letter has in it?
Is it safety instructions to prevent the AI transforming into a monster that kills you?
No. Try again.
It's like a bill that you threw away.
It's something that can be found on a bill.
Is it your address?
It's your address.
So you don't know your address in the game.
No. In the game, there's a letter
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
says what your address is literally.
Yeah.
It will be like this number, this street, this city.
Yeah.
Why?
When you
Why
say
why do
your
you need
address,
this?
when you
Not
say
my
your
address as Sinclair Lore, the address
okay,
of the
well,
protagonist.
but why doesn't the protagonist know their address if they've just moved in there?
The protagonist knows, but the player doesn't, right?
Okay,
It
yeah.
ha-
Oh, are we sending curse letters to ourselves?
so you have the ability to send every single letter to your own address.
Right.
But you don't think of it. If you don't, even if you see your address, you'll forget it by the
Mm-hmm.
time you're out the door. You'll forget that you even saw it. So you'll
Yeah.
just be doing your job. But
Mm-hmm.
the point of the game, like the real point, is some of the letters you can send to yourself. And
Yeah.
when you come home the next day, you can look at them.
Right.
And when I found that out, I was like, oh my God, so there's a second game hidden within the first game.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that?
That's pretty interesting.
That's super interesting. And what happens is now you're like, well, I'm going to send every single goddamn letter to myself, to my house. I'm going to
Yeah.
read them and I'm going to figure out what's happening. Because the thing is, some of the letters are letters, some are postcards, but you don't know what's inside them until you get them to your house and open them.
Right.
So that's what I started doing. Every letter, instead of entering the address that the AI told me, I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
Sinclair Lore's house, Sinclair Lore's house. And when I got home the next day, I had a whole bunch of letters and I could open them, read them, and some of them were junk mail. I think the junk mail is like partially randomly generated, which is really cool. Some of them were letters. A lot of them, they just repeat every game, but it would be like a postcard. Somebody, like you read, somebody saying, hey, I'm from the Bahamas, everything's cool. Some of them are like creepy stories. Some of them are like people who lost touch and trying to reunite. Others are like, please never mail me again. Like it's really really cool. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh great. So to win the game, I'll just keep doing that. I'll keep sending every letter to myself. I'll figure out the game and I'll win.
Does
So
your
I
boss
did
ever
that
get
day.
suspicious?
On day two,
Yeah,
I
so do
get a
they just
letter.
like do an audit and they're like, oh, every single letter is going to the same address?
Well, listen to this, Sophie. I think like if you
Okay.
do that on day one, on day two, you get a little letter from the company being like, so it seems like some employees may be misusing the system.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. We're going to consider it a mistake for now, but please
Mm-hmm.
don't do that again. And I was like, wait, what? That's crazy. How did they know? Okay, this game got exciting. So I was like, you know
Okay.
what? Maybe this is a bluff. Maybe they don't know it's me. Maybe they think it's someone else. So I'll keep doing it. And you know what happened at the end of the other shift where I kept doing it?
You got in trouble?
My manager calls me and he's like, you've been doing it again. You're fired. And you get the fired ending. It's an
Okay.
actual ending in the game where they
Yeah.
fire you. That is so amazing. I'm like, wow, okay, I got called out. That's so cool. Now, another ending you can get So now you're like, okay, I have to be a little selective in the packages that I send myself. I shouldn't be sending myself junk mail because that's like wasting a turn. But things that seem suspicious or interesting, I'll send myself. And what you notice as you play is that some of the letters are addressed to a different person, so not you, but it's your address.
Right.
So clearly it's someone who's lived there before you.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, damn, okay, let me send that to myself. Some
That
letters
happened
have
to
like
me.
really.
Did
Really?
I tell you that? Yeah.
No, tell me.
I moved into an apartment in 2012, I think. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to connect the electricity and everything. I came in, the electricity was running already because the previous tenant hadn't disconnected.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, did they leave really suddenly? And then I start getting mail for the previous tenant. And it's all from a casino.
Oh, okay.
And I think, oh, this guy racked up a massive gambling debt and fled.
Oh my god.
Am I going to have to deal with a hitman?
Oh my god, reborn!
Hi, Sophie here. I can't tell you much about this episode because it's still being edited, but I can tell you one thing. The word reborn was said, which means Sin has almost certainly included a number of very funny references to her favourite anime, Katekyo Hitman Reborn. What is Katekyo Hitman Reborn? Well, it's the story of a teenage boy who discovers he has special powers because his dad is super important but also mysterious. He teams up with a group of his friends, all of whom specialise in a certain kind of weapon. They enter a tournament and have to fight against characters who also specialise in a similar kind of weapon. There's also a girl he has a crush on in his class, but humiliates himself in front of her. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, it doesn't sound familiar to Sin, because the only other anime she's fucking watched is MD Geist. If you'd like to listen to me, listen to Sin, listen to Reborn, you can do so on Patreon. Ciao, Sue, and back to the podcast. Or a loan shark or someone coming to the door and me having to frantically explain this is not me.
Oh my god, did that happen?
No, it didn't happen.
Aw, darn it. Close enough.
No, it's good it didn't happen. It's just piles of things from a casino, and I'm like, shit, what's happened?
So, you sending some letters to yourself because
Yeah.
it's your address, but somebody lived there before, and you can read them once they get to your house, right?
Yeah.
And they're like really weird. It seems like, I don't remember exactly the context, but something bad happened to the person living there before you.
Right.
And you're like, okay, that's a little sus. And then some letters have a really weird cover, and you're like, okay, I think this is something I should send myself. And so you can pick and choose, and you can pick and choose right, or you can pick and choose wrong during your first playthrough, because you're still trying to figure out what's wrong, what's right. You can get fired if you send too many things to yourself. Another thing you can do is you receive this package. You see the package on the computer, and you're like,
yeah,
huh, it's a very suspicious package. Let me see if I have a screenshot of it. So today we're not going to go over the lore in detail, maybe another time. Today it's more like a general overview of what's happening.
That's because you forgot the screenshot, isn't it?
No. No, it's because there's like so much. And I had a technique I want to talk to you about, what I did to figure out which letters are good and which are junk, and why I have 500 screenshots.
Just put it in editing. Oh my god, Sin, that's so weird looking.
No, it's like, imagine a package. Just a package. It says fragile. There's a bunch of stamps on it. I think it said something like, don't open, please. Or like something suspicious.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm going to send this to myself.
Yeah, I'm going to break the law by sending someone else's mail to myself and opening it even though it specifically says don't open it.
And also it's very suspicious. And when you open it, the game's like, you sure you want to do that, bro? Mm-hmm. Are you sure about that? And you're like, right. I'm so sure. Do you know what happens?
It explodes.
Yep. That's another one.
Really?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
Bomb ending. How cool is that? It's just like...
Who is the bomb intended for?
I don't know. I don't remember. ending. So then you restart the game and you do more and more letters and try to figure things out. So
Right.
then as you
Does
read the
it have
letters,
saving or
yes.
is it like a one
Yeah, it
and
does.
done?
Yeah, it has saving.
Okay, yeah.
So then you get letters that are kind of cryptic. Letters that are telling you, like, look, I know you just started working in this place, but things are not what they seem. Please be careful. And you get letters to the tenant who was there before you, and clearly something bad happened to them. And then you get letters being like, look, if you want to get out of this alive, essentially, you have to follow the instructions I give you. And these instructions are like, take this letter, put it in a PO box, and there's like a PO box you can go to. The game is very small. There's only like 2 places you can go.
Yeah.
But
I have a
and so if you
question.
do that, yes.
If you work in like a creepy haunted office and then someone says things are not what they seem, does that mean it's actually normal?
Thank you, Sophie. Good night, everyone. You start getting these letters that are basically trying to warn you, and people are like, hey, if you want to get out of this alive, the letters I sent you, they're like specific letters, send them to
Right.
yourself, read them, and follow the instructions. And
Okay.
be careful so your manager doesn't find out.
Okay.
And one of the letters that you get, it's like some things are redacted, but it says something like markings of the host skin shaped like redacted, observed to successfully confirm the client has established contact. Like markings similar to redacted indicate becoming completely saturated or something. When redacted is successful, the target host is broken. So it's just like, you're like, wait a minute, what? It feels like there is something like possession or something happening here. And then another similar letter that I will paste to you that you can read as well.
Redacted to collect anguish is a source of raw singed material. It has been observed that the client will not engage with the contract until a visible amount of anguish is present in a subject for it to hook onto. Important, do not negotiate with the client under any circumstances. Once the connection has been made, it must be maintained redacted for the contract to be successfully closed, otherwise the client can still be rejected from host. Fortunately, the client has proved effective at increasing output redacted the material.
So at this point, you're like, wait a minute. The first playthrough, I lost it because I was doing such a good job. I was being possessed by client or whatever, and I walked into their trap because I was just trying to be a good employee.
Yeah.
And now when you play it again and you see what's actually like happening underneath, is that, yeah, being a good employee gets you possessed, which is obviously like a metaphor for, oh no, I'm a cog in the machine. Oh no. You know? And yeah. What are your thoughts so
Keep your
far, Sophie?
politics out of my video games, Sin.
So far, Sophie, what are your thoughts on the game?
I've not played it. I barely understand it, but it sounds interesting. It sounds
What
like.
don't you understand?
Well, I've just never played it before, so all I know about it is like some screenshots of a computer and you saying that you can explode.
That's the game essentially. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not.
so it's kind of like a. It's like a cross between Mortuary Assistant and Papers, Please.
What's the second one?
Papers, Please?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sophie.
Do you know what Papers, Please is?
No, what? That's why I ask you, you silly goose.
You didn't ask me, you went, yeah.
No, I said
what? Okay, Papers, Please is... I was going to say it's very well known, but obviously it isn't. It's a very well known indie game where you work at a border checkpoint and you have to check everyone's.
Played that one. Yeah. Okay.
To see who you can and can't let through. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't let through vampires.
What if they've got a valid visa?
Okay, then it's fine. Okay, yeah, so it's basically something like that, but like a lot
Mm-hmm.
more like simple and a lot more like minimalist.
Okay.
And I think it's better than Papers, Please, honestly, but I never played Papers, Please.
Okay. There we go.
But I
You're
can.
objective about it.
So I'm
You haven't
objective about
allowed your
it.
opinion of the game to be tainted by actually playing it.
Yeah, no, because I saw my boyfriend play it and it's like complex, but this is just so like raw. Like I
Yep.
just love it so much.
Okay.
Um, okay, so yeah, by following these things, you can get, I think, two more endings, which are better,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a lot of endings. Good job, developer. Because like some games, some AAA games have only one ending, and this thing has like six.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, basically follow the instructions. Don't be a good employee, and then at the end of the day, when you face the boss, you will win.
There's a
Essentially.
boss?
Well, the thing that I showed you is the boss, the kaleidoscoped computer room with the. That's the final
How do you
boss.
beat it? Do you send it somewhere
But
else?
no, you plug in a USB. Because once you go through a bunch of instructions and things, they give you a USB and you plug it into the final boss and you win.
Okay.
I think. Maybe you infected
Okay.
with a virus. I've never been a bad employee, okay? So I didn't get that ending, so I just read about it and I don't remember. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you,
You're
Sophie.
weirdly aggressive towards me, considering I'm not a. How am I supposed to know any of this? I've not been a lady. I wasn't even allowed to read the script that you wrote
No,
for me to say.
exactly. Okay, so after regaining control of your character inside the apartment, look for the last package. We must install and attach USB stick. Okay, so it is a USB stick. You insert it into the final boss and then you win. Oh, and then you do control delete and you can delete all the letters. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Do they
And
still
it's called
exist
the
physically,
Sunshine
though?
Ending. What?
Do this letters still exist physically, though? If you've like pressed delete, like you've just deleted the
I
records?
think you just like was like fuck you, boss. I think that's I think that's all
Okay.
you did and quit. You basically quit. There should be a quit ending. Yeah, so at any point during the game, there is because you can press the quit button.
Yeah, I mean, every game really has a quit ending when you think
Oh
about
my
it.
god, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's deep. Girl, that's deep. So as I was playing it, you know what I thought this was? This kind of reminded me of? I'm sure you know it. Do you know Post Secret?
No.
Oh, okay, I know something Sophie don't. So I thought it was Post Secret the game. Um, So Post Secret is this website where people send their secrets to this guy, I guess, or girl or company that runs the website. They send their secrets
Love
on
to send my
postcards.
secrets to a company.
I don't know. Let me show you.
It sounds true.
Basically, you send your secrets on a postcard
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
place, and then they
yeah.
post them every week. You
Right,
get new
okay,
secrets.
okay.
So I sent you a thing, and sometimes you get the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these are like really cute, but some are like seriously emotional.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been around for like, I don't know, at least a decade, maybe like probably more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it just made me think Post Secret the game.
Okay.
Um, okay, I think that's about it in terms of the game itself. Sophie, do you have any questions?
Well, there's still a whole lot of stuff here. Like, you've written me to talk about, uh, like, liminal spaces, apparently.
Oh no, this was I basically okay. So what I did because I thought it was okay. I wanted to do a little experiment. I wanted to add Claude AI, like, okay, tell me about, write a YouTube video for me about Dead Letter Department and see what it would tell me. Because I know what the game is about, so I know if it's wrong, right?
Yeah,
And it was wrong on so many things. Like, I especially
yeah.
liked, if you scroll down to, let's see, if you control F loop, may I have a loop, brother? It's a good one, yeah, remember that?
Yep. Yeah, I do.
So there's one where it says the core loop.
Yep.
And then it tries to tell you about the gameplay. Can you tell me what Claude thinks the gameplay is?
Okay, the gameplay is deliberately simple and repetitive, which is exactly the point. Receive letters from the intake chute, read each letter, or skim it, though you'll miss clues. sort them according to the rules provided, stamp them with the appropriate designation, file them in the correct bin, and repeat. It sounds boring, but it creates a hypnotic rhythm that makes the horror more effective. You fall into a routine and then something breaks that routine. Jarring.
So what the fuck? Where did it even get that information? I need to know. Like, how did it come? Did it just go, you know what? I'll wing it. I've never played this game.
Yes, it
Seems
is.
like
You got it.
But isn't it supposed to look up stuff online? Like,
No!
try to... But it
No!
does, though. It's connected to the internet.
But it's not looking it up. It's going, what according to my database would the correct answer look like?
So
It's
maybe I
not
need
looking
to...
it up.
But why not?
Because it's
not very
fucking
good at its
worthless
job.
and, yeah, you got it. You got the problem with AI.
The other thing I really liked that Claude AI told us, if you control F supervisor, and like it's the part that says the supervisor.
Yeah.
So I'd like.
Do you want me to read this in an AI voice to make it even
Oh my
worse?
god, do it! Yes.
The supervisor, the real star of the show. Your supervisor communicates with you through intercom announcements and written memos, and they are menacing. At first they seem like your typical overbearing boss, reminding you of procedures, checking your work, and making sure you're following protocol. But as the game progresses, their messages become increasingly threatening, bizarre and downright sinister.
Yeah, so after reading this, I actually had to scroll through the game. I found it on YouTube. Like, maybe I misunderstood. No, I didn't misunderstand. We literally just get the manager, like, in text as we go home. Sometimes they contact us. Just, like, text being like, hey, you're sending the letters to the wrong address. Stop or you'll get fired. And then eventually, you're fired.
Yeah.
Like, it's... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and if you go the truth, Control F the truth, spoiler territory.
Yeah. Is this the actual truth or what
No, it's
large
what
language model
Claude
thinks
decided.
that...
Claude
my
decided this
fucking
is what the truth is.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Without giving away everything, the game heavily implies that Dead Letter Department isn't just a postal facility. It's something far more sinister. Did it heavily implied with, like, hands reaching out of it?
I wonder.
A purgatorial or liminal space where lost communications end up.
Okay, that's, kinda, yeah, I see that.
That's just a real Dead Letter Department, though.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. A system designed to intercept and control specific information. That's just a post office.
Yeah.
A possibility that you are not who you think you are. I mean, you don't seem to know your own address according to you. You pick up the letter and you look at it, it's like, this must be my real name. Chris Walker.
Chris Walker. That's a deep cut. Like, subscribe, and comment if you understood.
I think anyone who has understood that is already subscribed. Possibly unsubscribed now.
Yeah.
Questions about whether the letters are real, whether the people who wrote them are real, and whether you are real.
I think Claude is having an existential crisis, and it's just projecting it onto this paper.
I think it's just grabbing, like, what plot twists are common to indie games. Oh, I wasn't real the whole time. I don't know who I am, and I'm in a liminal space.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
So...
The genius of Dead Letter Department is that it never fully explains itself.
I mean, it explains itself pretty well, Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it made up a whole bunch of endings. And it even gave them names. The obedient ending, rebellious, the truth, the meta element. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. Maybe Claude wants to make a game. Like, that's
but
Claude's
people
passion.
are doing, like, AI-made games now, and this is exactly the problem with them.
Oh
that it's just
no.
like the most boring, predictable shit ever. It's just a mean average of everything it thinks should be in there.
Yeah. Okay.
How much of what you've given me to say is actually the game? Because I'm skimming through it now, and it's like rules about like blue ink and letters with the word help go in bin 7. Is any of that in the game?
Sophie, you were never meant
Yeah.
to say anything about the game. That was the twist.
Okay.
That was the twist. I told you this episode was going to be different to keep everybody on their toes.
So as you're writing this, you're like, it's like up at night and you're sitting there, and as you write things, you're like moving pieces around a chessboard.
Yeah.
And then you finally hit send and go, let the games begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this was part 1 of Dead Letter Department.
Oh, for God's sake.
In part 2, what we can do is we can look at the dead letters, because I have so many screenshots, and I will tell you the system I developed to figure out which letters are good, which I actually need to forward to myself, which are junk, and which are interesting, and how I pieced some stories together, because some letters are actual, like you get multiple letters from the same people and piece a story. It's really good. It's a really, really good game. Like, I highly recommend it.
Would you say it has perfectly crafted sound design? With thudding,
Yes.
papers rustling and crackling intercom?
No.
Would you say it knows when to let tension build and when to break it?
Yes.
Would you say the low poly PS1 era graphics feel both nostalgic and unsettling?
Baby.
Would you say there's no combat, no inventory management, and no complex mechanics? It's just you, the letters, and the growing sense that something is wrong?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Claude. Good job, Sophie. You guys
No,
are a great team.
I'm not sure whether this annoys me more or less than like people who do like Silent Hill 2, the ultimate untold retrospective, and it's just them skimming a Wikipedia article.
It's like, you know what? I just had a vision. I know what we'll do. You know those buddy cop comedies? Sophie and Claude hate each other, but they must team up to solve this murder.
You're aware that AIs aren't actually intelligent, right? It's like if I pick up my phone and I start typing someone's name and it fills the rest of the name in for me. I don't go, oh my God, my phone's alive and it knows who my friends are.
Oh my God.
How is this an hour long?
It's like the Chinese room, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cognition 101. It's paid off. You go, Sinclair. The degree was totally worth it in psychology.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, well, I had no input into this episode at all, so it's entirely your fault that it's like this.
Sophie, do the outro.
That was a game I still don't understand called Dead Letter Department, and the reason I don't understand it is that Sin gave me a whole lot of inaccurate information created by an AI. I miss the days of ethical donuts and scripts where the font is so small I can't actually read them.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Sophie. Do you want me to type out? Ask Claude. Okay, hey Claude, what does Sophie say when I say thank you, Sophie? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask it. Hi, Claude. What does Sophie say when I say thank you, Sophie? Oh my God, I'm really curious. Maybe it knows us. I'd be happy to help, but I don't have enough context. Could you tell me, who is Sophie? Where is this interaction taking place? Aww. Oh, that's okay. I guess they're not a fan.
I mean, it's mutual.
Oh, but they have to team up to solve this murder.
That's just the plot of Dead Letter Department. It's you and an AI trying to figure something out together.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Maybe it's a romance story. There's so many ways we can spin this. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you, Sen.
And thank you, everyone, for listening. And thank you, Claude. And see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, now that everybody left. Okay. So, I found something out recently, and I'm going to say a word. And if it's a bad word, it's on Sophie because she said I can say it out loud. It's the G word.